huge. It's huge, the difference here. So now we spread it through these channels, from Dig and Reddit, which is social bookmarking, to Twitter and Facebook, to blogging. It's changed, but again, the reason why we spread it has not. Please don't ignore. We get all fancied up with Facebook and Twitter, right? That's what we talk about all the time nowadays. But don't forget social bookmarking still, like Reddit and Dig, and 100 other ones. Even Fark.com is fantastic for hits, depending on the demographic. As an example, with these top ones here, I have a site called no.com. It's n plus 15 O's.com. You can also go to instantnotebutton.com. That's fine too. And it's just a big button. And you press it and it screams no in a Darth Vader voice. And it says press only in dire situations. And it has a little AdWords thing underneath it. It's had 3.7 million hits in 5 months. Zero advertising, zero effort. Because you know what, it hit Reddit because it's geeks, so if it's Star Wars or Star Trek, you got it, right? You gotta know your market, people, right? One day, front page of Reddit, 343,000 hits. Don't ignore it. And I have the app coming up. I'll have an iPhone app. No, press it. That's it. It's awesome. I'm totally ripping off George Lucas and he'll sue me, but until then, awesome. It's gonna be a good time. So don't ignore these things. Like, people spread emotions through different channels now. That Reflections of Motherhood one, even if you look at the analytics of it, I put it on its own page. Reflectionsofmotherhood.com is an embedded YouTube video. It's been played on that site 40,000 times, but it's been played through YouTube 130,000 times, because I allow people to embed it on their own blog. I allow people to put the content in their own frame. There's a big thing there too. A lot of companies, especially the big ones, the big networks and stuff, won't have no embedding allowed, no mobile allowed. Don't stop the spread, please. Don't be greedy like that. Let it out there. Let her go. Don't stick. And this is the problem, it's control. And especially, and I'm sure some of you work at ones and places right here, you're sitting here right now, that's still classically mindset, they still believe they control the message. No, you don't. You never did. Everything is immediate and everybody's relevant now and everybody has a say. And you don't control the message. And if you try to control it, you just look even worse. But then again, social media doesn't change things. Social media doesn't make something successful, it just helps it along. If you're a jackass, you're still a jackass in social media. It doesn't make you better, it doesn't make you an awesome person, right? It just makes you more of whatever you are. So you gotta be careful like that. And here's what I mean by that. Social media success doesn't exist. It's only a platform, okay? It's only a platform to spread good stuff. You can't get on there and say, let's just tweet about our product. Social media is not a new way to send out a crappy marketing message. It's not a new way to peddle the same stuff. And that's why for the agency people here tonight, and a few of us were talking about this before, you can't sell it to a client the same way. The people who are used to media buys and impressions and all this stuff, it's not the same. Twitter sucks. Quote me on that one, just try it. I live on Twitter, it sucks. If you compare it to any other marketing method, horrible. It's horrible. You do mail out would be 10 times more effective for certain reasons. Twitter's awesome for relationships and building relationships. I'm standing here right now because of Twitter. You have a freaking book in your hand because of Twitter. Without Twitter, I don't have this book. Good or bad, depending on who you talk to. I don't get that because of Twitter. Twitter's where you build these relationships, and people who don't get it, this is what baffles me about Twitter, is people who are very smart business people in most areas don't get Twitter. I don't get it, Scott. I go on to Twanker and I go on there and I put something out, nothing happens. What's the point of this? Some dude just said I got tuna for lunch. I don't care. And I used to be, no, you need to be on Twitter. And now, I don't care if you don't want to be on Twitter. Get out of my Twitter pool. You're gonna pee in it anyways. Get out of my pool, I don't want you in, please don't do it. So here's the biggest problem I find with social media. There's so many, check it out, I spent 90 bucks on this thing, so I got a red dot. That's awesome. $90 on this thing, okay? Good, I hope you like it. There is so many platforms, maybe you guys have the same problem at your place. There's just too many places to be. Everybody wants 10,000 followers on Twitter and 10,000 likes or fans, whatever we call them nowadays on Facebook, and 5,000 people reading my blog and 400 comments. and then